Video Nasties is a 6-part TV series on the BBC iPlayer. At the time of making this video, it's only just come out in the last few days. It follows 3 Irish teenagers in the 1980s at the peak of the Video Nasties banning and Mary Whitehouse and all that. So, you know, videos like Evil Dead and Cannibal Holocaust, they're all illegal to own. So they are buying these videos from the blokes who've got them in the back of a van, that kind of thing, or under the counter at video shops. They've got a grail of a video that they want to get, and it turns out this video is available in England from a girl that one of the guys has been corresponding with, and he's got a bit of a crush on this girl too. So the boys agree to go off and get this video as a sort of last adventure before they go off to do things, you know, go to university, college, jobs, etc., and may end up going their different ways. The sister of one of them comes along for the ride, and there's reasons for that I won't spoil. They have a very good house party before they go away, which reminded me of Yellow Pages adverts from the 80s. If you're of that era, you'll know there was a famous series of adverts where there was parties going on and things drawn on pictures, etc.
Mum, just landed. Oh, quiet. I'm on my way.
It also reminded me of house parties I went to as well. Anyway, that said, they leave the house, and the parents come back, find they're gone, and go in pursuit of them. When they end up in England, they end up in this village, and that's when you enter this sort of folk horror situation that they're in. There are strange people in the village that are doing a festival. They've all got sort of plague doctor masks on, you know, the long hook nose things, and things don't quite feel right. They have an interaction in the local pub, and there's a very devout lady who sort of doesn't run the church, but let's just say she's very prominent in the church. Think that nutter lady from The Mist, who sort of rallies everyone up, very much like that. So things don't go right for them. They end up with threats to their lives. They end up getting captured. They meet some strange people, and their parents also play catch up to them as well. I'm being vague because I don't want to spoil it, because this is something where it's only 6 episodes long. There are twists and turns, but it moves at a good pace. You never feel like there's a filler episode in there. You always feel like there's something happening in it, which is really good. But also at the same time, you feel that it's got that barrenness, that sort of stark, grounded feeling to it, which, even though things are happening that aren't good and that probably wouldn't happen in real life, it all feels like it's happening in a real place, which is good. It's got that sort of non-glossy feel to it. When they're filming outside in the countryside, it feels like the countryside. It feels cold on the day they're there. It feels open and exposed. It doesn't feel like it's got filters over it. It doesn't feel like it's been made to have such a level of cinematography that it's unreal. It all feels suitably grounded. And the other good thing about the show is that it has realistic responses and realistic outcomes. So when the police get involved at certain points, what the police do is what the police would do. And that's what's really good. It doesn't end up with this sort of comedy of errors where people go, oh no, he said this and I've gone off without knowing that. When people have an argument, they sort it out and resolve it, and then they move on, which is what would happen in real life. People don't, you know, not ask questions that people would ask. So I think it's well written in that respect. It's not the best show in the world, but it's certainly one that I really enjoyed watching because I had very low or little to no expectations of it, because I just came across it. It hasn't had any publicity that I've really seen. I'd say it's suitable for older teens to adults. I enjoyed it as just a good dark horror comedy drama. It's got elements of everything in it. I don't think it fits in one particular box, and I certainly think it's worth checking out if you want something that you can watch easily as a binge, because each episode's only like 30 minutes long, so you can watch it like a film. I watched it like a film. I just took like 2.5, 3 hours to watch it. It was fine. And it's got good actors in it too. All the people in it are acting well. I never felt that anyone in it was a low point in the acting. Weird people are weird, local people very much local people, and the teens very much act like teens. They don't feel like 30-year-old people that have been cast to be teens. Very much like that Good Girls Guide to Murder, where everyone feels real. And I think it's really good that they're making shows like this now where they're not this Americanized version of teenagers where they're all super ripped 30-year-olds playing teenagers and you go, wow, my school was never like that. They all feel like realistic teenagers, which I think is great. Let me know what you thought about it. Did you even know this show existed? Because I didn't until I just stumbled across it flicking channels one evening. But totally worth watching. Oh, and there's also lots of little things in there for you to pick up on if you're a fan of 80s horror films and that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for that. But thanks for watching.